Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and the third video on Project 1 Ton's tailgate refinish. And as you can see from the last video, I am in guide coat. I got 220 on a 16-inch Dura. And if you're just getting into body work and you want to know what this guide coat's about, well, for me, this is just some flat black aerosol paint, just dusted on there. And what it's going to do is going to create a road map for me to follow. So it's going to show me the highs, it's going to show me the lows, it's going to show me deep scratches, it's going to show me pinholes, and it's also going to help me maintain the radius portions of this panel and try to avoid getting a big flat spot somewhere that's supposed to have slight curve in it. So let me get set up. I'll do a little take of some block work, and then we'll carry on with another shot once it's blocked out once. It's been about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Most of it is blocked out. And if I can, I will go right to bare metal, just like I did here. But once I hit the metal, that's it. You're done. Over here is a big low spot. You can't get there because of this bare metal. This will need filled up. But then you've got other spots down here where there's still these shadows, and these are from when I sanded out those them stone chips, and you can see it, but I can't feel it. So I'll continue to block this area, and if I hit bare metal, I do, but there's a good chance these shadows, like these, from sanding out the stone chips, will fill up with the next run of primer. Now I do have a situation over here. I can definitely feel that is low by the touch. That'll need filler for sure. So just use your best judgment. If you don't get it right the first time, do it over again. I've applied the finishing filler to a few of these low areas. I got a smaller block, still 220. Wish I had maybe some 180, maybe even a little bit coarser, but it will do. It might clog up, might have to change it out, but the suspect area was here, so I don't need a huge block. I only need a small block. I've got other areas still to fill, obviously. These are just a few areas, but the finishing filler is a much finer filler. It has more resin in it, and it flows out, and it's very shiny, very smooth, self-leveling almost after it's applied. So I get busy, knock these little areas down, or one of these areas down, give you a quick little look, and then I'll move on, finish out the panel. Now I did a couple of spots for you. The finishing filler here, all sanded back, nice and smooth, complete. The light dent is gone. The area where I pulled the dent out with the pin welder here, this strip up the middle, done, gone. This needs a little more filler. It needs to be expanded a little bit more, but I think you get the idea of how the fine filler actually works. So I'll move along one little spot at a time, this one, that one, this one, that one, until they're done. Most of the body work complete, just like I said. Work on an area, sand it down, keep working on it till you're happy. Got second coat of primer on here now. I think this will probably work out. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to put a guide coat on and block it out. And if it's paint ready, it's paint ready. There's a few imperfections right here along this back edge. not a big deal. Clean them up during the block out, and you just touch them up with some aerosol or whatever before paint. But I think I'm most of the way there. Panel's looking decent. Panel's looking pretty flat now. So we'll see what happens. Now, as far as I can tell, I've completed the body work. This area is all finished up now. Of course, it's going to start spitting rain. It's been a wet week since I worked on this last, and I mean literally, it rained for a week. I'm going to block this area along here with 400, and then etch prime these bare metal areas. Let that cure, and then we'll roll it over on the stand, and I'll get once again 400 on a longer block and block that whole top side. And if it turns out the way it's supposed to, because it does have the guide code on it, and you'll see that when I roll it over, hopefully it'll be paint ready. Center section blocked out with the 400. It looks pretty good overall. Most of it sanded down quite nicely. I did hit bare metal here, and I did hit bare metal here and here and here. Now these three form a triangle, and there's a tiny low right here that I'll need to top up. But overall, everywhere else seems to be not too bad. Now there are a few little pits here that I can hit with some red glaze, and of course the bare metal spots. Once this is repaired, we'll get some etch primer. Well, you can see once again the weather's not cooperating. I've been out in the driveway, back in the garage numerous times trying to work on this old gate. I filled in this area, blocked it down. I want to check it that it's half decent. I don't want to mix up high build primer, but I've got Rust-Oleum filler primers, aerosol. I try to use as little aerosol as I can, but you do what you got to do. So I'm going to fill this area, or spray this area right here, let it dry up, hit it with a little bit of a guide coat, and then just block this area down. I think the rest of it is perfectly fine. It's just this seems to be a questionable area. And then whatever the weather ever cooperates, I think we're just about paint ready. All right, trying to get a shot of this for you. I got a nice wet coat on there, and it is slowly drying. It's pretty chilly out, but you can see the reflection in the primer. I'm pretty sure that's going to block out pretty smooth. Quit raining. Got back outside here for a minute, so just catch you up. It might start again. It might clear up. I don't know. But nonetheless, where were we? Over here. Yes, generous coat of the filler primer. And you can see I got the guide coat on. Where there's green, that's where there was metal cut through. The odd color gray here, I also used a filler primer and hit anywhere I went to body filler or to the factory white paint. And that's where I'm at, ready to block this back out over here. I'll probably block this with 600 to see just how smooth it is, and go over the whole panel since it's already done in 400 with 600 on the DA interface pad on these areas, this area, this wide area, this wide area, this area. The body lines, probably just hit them with some Scotch-Brite. So I'm back inside again. The weather is just not cooperating, guys. This did block out really nice, really smooth. Just barely hit some shine here and here. Little filler in the middle. I think it's good. Can't get much better than that. It feels perfectly smooth to the touch. The best I can do. I will hit this spot and that spot with a little etch. I'm leaving it for today. Like I say, weather is not cooperating. Okay, I cleaned up the grass just enough to fit this in here. I'll have to wet the floor down, of course. Prepped up. It looks like as best it's going to be. It's good to go. Handle removed. We're shooting that, same time shooting the black. 65 in here with the little diesel heater running. Got to shut that off, of course. Outside temperature is 55, so we're literally borderline painting temperature as far as I'm concerned. So here's the color scheme. If I didn't mention it in a previous video, this section around through here, gray to match the body of the truck. Here to here, black to match the tail light. So there'll be a panel of black following the tail lights across, and then that gray follows, obviously, the body. Yeah, it's about the best I can do. So that's kind of the idea. Shoot the gray, fine line straight down the middle of this body line, tape that off, shoot the black, clear it out, and hope for the best. 3 coats of the gray base applied. I don't know what the deal is. This tailgate just wasn't meant to be. I don't know. I can see some scratches that I didn't think were there. It's pretty deep, and it almost looks like DA swirls too. I've never had that sander do that to me before. I don't know, but 3 coats of base on there. I'm gonna give this lots of time to dry up before I put that line on. Are all taped in, hoping for the best on the peel off after, like I mentioned before. But got 1/8" fine line, a strip of this 3/4 mask, put the paper, and then 3/4 mask to the 3/4 mask. That's basically it, and made a line, and it wraps around the corner here. Now I don't know if you guys noticed or not, I already have the sides of this tailgate and down here already painted black. Now it's just hardware store black. It's nothing special, but I still covered it up so that I just have these edges. Okay, peel that off when I go to clear out. So give this a wipe off with the tack rag. Make sure there's no foreign material on it, and shoot a couple coats of black. Appears we've had some reactivity anywhere that I applied that Rust-Oleum filter primer. There's like these little patches, and for whatever reason it looks like I got a big dry strip right along where the tape line was. The good thing is, where the tape line came off, it never peeled the gray. It's just a shitty old tailgate, so gonna mix up some clear. Hey, why not? Clear it out. What's the worst you got to do? Do it over again. First coat of clear down. Not too bad. It's just about set up and ready for the next coat. As you can see, not pulling strings, but it is a bit sticky yet. I think it's pretty close. I think it's pretty good. Smasher, I guess, eh? Smash that other coat on. All right, smash down second coat of clear. The fog has just left. We got some really good flow out for being a cold weather paint job, guys. Literally, let me show you on the thermometer here, hanging right here. What do we got? We're, I don't know if you can see the red there. We are just at 58 degrees, okay? 58 degrees Fahrenheit, cranking out paint jobs. Looks fantastic. Gonna get the gun all cleaned up. Okay, yeah. There's all kinds of crap in it. It is laying flat, so everything that's in the air does fall on it. You can expect that. If I hang it vertically, like up and down, then you would get less crap in it by far. But yeah, that's a cold weather paint job right there. Turned out freaking fantastic. Door handles, well, that are debatable. Had some issues with those. I'm really not a fan of that high build Rust-Oleum primer. Really not a fan of that. I think I'll just stick to what I know best. But overall, great little cold weather paint job for you there. It doesn't have to be 80, 90 degrees to get a paint job. It can be cold weather. We'll let this cure up nice and slow, and get another shot when it's hanging on the back of the truck. All right, been a couple of days. Tailgate fitted back up, handle installed, as you can see. This was the color scheme that I was talking about, the black with the plastic on the tail lights, following right through the gate, gray on top. It turned out pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with it. Hope you enjoyed the video series. And till the next one, as always, guys, peace.